Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from any part of the world you're watching me. My name is analyst, data analyst Victor Amadike, but I go with the name analyst Uzonvic. Yeah, today we are going to dive into customer segmentation using RFM. What we mean by using RFM, it simply means we want to analyze our customers using three powerful metrics. And this powerful metrics is called recency, frequency, and monitoring. How do you analyze your customers using these three powerful metrics? Now we'll go with the definition of customer segmentation. When you say customer segmentation, we want to understand their behavioral pattern in buying things from our organization, from our shop, from our establishment. Now, we'll go by saying, okay, customer segmentation using RFM analysis is a strategic approach. Understand it, it's a strategic approach that categorizes customer based on their behavior, purchasing behavior. Now, it tells us how customers purchase on their own behavior. And we have three metrics we use in analyzing customers. Why are we even doing? Because we want to know the behavioral pattern so that we also know we also know the strategy we use in getting more customers to our business. While we are in business, it's for sales, is to generate revenue, is to generate sales. At the turn of we giving out value, we make the sales. Now, today we are going to dive into it. Now, we'll talk about RFM. What is RFM analysis? That's the first question we need to ask. What is RFM analysis? The RFM analysis, R stands for recency, recent, and F stands for frequency. The M there stands for monitoring. Now you see we have three categories. Now, when we talk about the recency, it means measure the time since a customer last came to your organization, your business, last came to your business to make a purchase. When was the last time the customer walked into your business? The importance of this purchase really shows how customer purchase recent customer made a purchase. Business can capitalize on their interest and increase chances of repeating sales from a customer. Most likely to respond to marketing effort. There are customers that purchase based on maybe we are doing a promo, you're doing a promo, and they look at the discount of your promo. After the promo, they are nowhere to be found. But there are also customers that are not like that. Now, we also look at the frequency, which is the F. This track how often a customer make purchase within a specific time frame, maybe weekly, monthly, and yearly. I'm going to give two instances. We have customer A, we have customer B. Customer A made a purchase of, let's say, 1 million naira purchase. And we have customer B that made purchase of 500,000 naira. As a business owner, which one will you prefer coming to make purchase? Hold on. I know you will say customer A. Now let's analyze it. Customer A made a purchase once in a year. And after then, he doesn't show up to your business. Or customer A comes to your business, buy something once in a month. And after that, you don't see him or you don't see her. But our customer B that made purchase of 500,000 comes to your shop, to your business, to your center every weekend and make a purchase of 500,000 naira every week. Make a purchase of 500,000 naira every weekend. Now, between the two customers, which one do you think you need more? My guess is right. Customer B. Why? Because if customer A make a purchase of 1 million naira every month, just once in a month, it comes to the shop, to your establishment once in a month, make a purchase of 1 million naira and zoom off. It's nowhere to be found the next month. Why customer B comes to your business, make a purchase of 500,000 first week, make a purchase of 500,000 next week. In a month, we have 4 weeks. That means in a month, customer B is making 2 million naira transaction with your organization. While customer A is just making 1 million naira transaction in your same organization. Now, you see that customer A is a recent buyer, while customer B is a frequent buyer. Now, it shows we need to pay more attention to customer B, not as if we are not paying attention to customer A, but our ultimate priority will be on customer B because he makes the bulk transaction in a month, gave us more sales in a month. A customer who bought product last week is mostly likely, because it transits from a recent customer to a frequent customer. And there are factors which make a customer to move from point A to point B. We'll talk about it as we go on. Now we have the M, which is the monetary. When we talk about monetary, we talk about the money. Business survives when there is two things. There is value to sell and there is money to buy the value. When I mean there is value to sell, I mean you have a product, your product is a value. You have a cost to sell, your cost is a value. Now, for them to keep on coming to buy your products, that means there is a value you're giving out on the product. And that is how the monetary comes in. Measure how much money a customer spends during a defined period. These metrics help business understand the financial impact of each customer. Back to our example, customer A and customer B. Now, customer A, monetary value is 1 million naira in 1 month. In a whole 1 month, 1 million naira. But customer B, in the other hand, is worth 2 million naira monetary value to the business because every weekend we have a sales meeting. Now, the financial impact of each customer, of customer B, is more impactable to the business than customer A. What is the importance of this? High spending customers are crucial for profitability. Identifying these customers allow business to tell us specifically promotions. Now, even though we are going to do a promotion, because customer A came because of a promo. Now, if we are doing a promo, we are going to pay more attention to customer B because he comes often. Every week we have a sales transaction with him. Now, all our transaction, all our promo, all our promotion will be we'll pay more attention on customer B and we'll make it more VIP than customer A. Now, what are the benefits of customer segmentation RFM? What are the benefits of using RFM in doing your customer segmentation? One, it helps us have a target market. We have a target marketers marketing strategy by segmenting customer based on RMF score. Business can create tailor marketing campaign that resonates with each group. Now, to get the RFM score is range from 0 to 10, where you know each customer. One will dive into doing it in Excel. I'll show you how you classify each customer based on their group. They fall into group. Now, when we are doing campaign targeting, when we're doing marketing campaign, we definitely have each group will have its own marketing campaign. Most especially when you look at some businesses, when they have free entry, they have masterclass, and they have premium. Now, if you look at each group, there are things that differentiate each group, and that is how to get those customers stick to your business. We also have customer retention. How do you retain your customer? The high value customer, how do you keep them in the business? Business can implement strategy to retain those customers, such as targeting email campaign, personalizing follow-up. Now, when you have a high base customer, you know how to do a follow-up with that customer. Improve resource allocation. These are benefits. These are some of the benefits we use when you're using RFM marketing. In summary, FRM analysis provide a structure before we dive into the practical and the Excel aspect of it. RFM analysis provide a structured way to analyze a customer behavior based on their buying, based on their online activities, based on data, by enabling data-driven decision. As a data analyst, like I always say, it's not about building dashboard. It's about insights that will lead customers and make the business grow. I repeat, as a data analyst, it's not about building dashboard. It's about creating a data-driven decision making that will bring more customers and in turn bring more revenue and growth of the business. That is why it's good as a data analyst. You should have knowledge on creating findings in all your data. If you're good in data, you're going to find information that will help a business to effectively handle and move forward by making the business grow. Now, I'll share my screen with you so that we'll go forward to do the analysis and we use our data. Right now, let me share my screen. In share screen. Okay. Now, as you can see, okay, it's already in pivot. Here is the data. You can see customer ID, sales number, sales amount, and order dates. These are the data we are using. Now, we want to do the RFM analysis. We want to know our customers. Now, first of all, this is the raw data. As you can see, the name is raw data. We go to insert, we go to pivot table, look at down below, you will see, if you don't know how to go to pivot table, look down below, you will see a link or another video that will take you to pivot table, how to do pivot table in 5 minutes. If you are new, please subscribe and like to help us to build more on our content. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Okay, back to our work. Now, in pivot table, when you call up your pivot table, comes up like this. We took the customer ID to row, order dates to column, to value, sales amount to value, and sales order number to value, and which is giving us like this. And we also have to change our date, order date, to max. Initially it was not on max, we have to change it to max. And we are using sum for our amount. We're using sum for our amount. Now, to get to start, we need to get the numbers of these. And to get the numbers of these, we'll remove it from the pivot table. How do you remove it from pivot table? Now, to remove it from pivot table, you do to remove it from pivot table, you go to the cost. Yeah. We've handled this in our other class. Want to get it out from pivot table, you do equals to, you click on the row, and it gets you out. Get it out and start work. I would say RFM helps you as a data analyst, not just to get your data, but also make you know how to get more information on customers that are impactful, customers that give you more sales, more returns, so that you pay more attention to them. Here we are. Here we are. Now, let's call up our data. Yes. Yeah, maximum days. Yeah. Now, change it to dates. Yeah. Now, we use a function called date if. The if starting date is this, which is an order date. We are using today. and we want to get for days. Now we'll name this. Okay. We'll name this. We'll name this. Let's choose a name. Let's choose. Okay. Dates. Now we want to know the percentage of the RFM. Now we'll start with R, which is the recent. We also have a column called F. We also have a column called M. Now the R is the recent. We want to calculate the recent days that the customer did a purchase. The recent day the customer did a purchase. And formula equals to percentage track dot net. I column, want to get this, which is the first column. We want to use it to analyze every other column. 1, close the bracket, multiply by 10. We don't want anything that will come with a dot or with additional free. We need them all in whole number. Now 7 days from the last day he made a purchase. 7. Also, we want to know those that are frequency, those that frequency our business. So the same format, the same formula, but this is frequency. Orders. Want to know for the orders, how many orders they make. Like this. 1, 10. Yeah, this arrow is called field arrow. Instead of dragging, I'll just click once. I'll double click it, and it fills the entire row for me. The entire row. It's now calculating the frequency. Now you see we have 9. Remember I said 0 to 10. And we are going to use Power Query to also create a conditional column where we're going to analyze deep, because what we are doing, we want to analyze to get more information. Now, the next we do is for the sales amount, the same formula, sales amount. Yes, I'm taking my time so that we'll get it right. Sales amount. Yeah, somebody will ask me, why am I putting 1? I'm putting 1 because I want it to be all equal. You can see, instead of having decimal point, there is no decimal point. That's why I'm making multiply by 10. Voila. Now you can see we have 9 for we have 10. Yes, we can do it from here, but for more knowledge, I would love to go to Power Query, put it in a table form. Put it in a tabular form so that I can filter my work. Now, in my work, I can see those ones that are high, those ones that are low, to enable us to deep analysis. Now it's already on table format. Now you can see when I click on filter, you see from 0, which is the mean, to the max 9. Now also only have, you can see we only have 3, 0, 6, and 9, which is for the frequency, people that frequent buy our product. And here we also have from 1 to 9. Now we have successfully done customer segmentation using RFM. But if we want to go deeper to make it more elaborate, more presentable, because it's still in a raw format, it's still a raw data. If we want to go deep, we'll do something called pivot power query. Go to your data, go to data. I'm inserting from table. This is my table. Inserting from table. Voila. Power query. Now, like I said, where my attention is more is on this tree. Pay more attention on this tree. Go to add column, conditional column. Now, this is money tree, money tree, M status. Okay, let's use M status. Now, if M is less than or equals to 6, we call them low. Okay, we call them low cells. If M is less than or equals to 6, 7, 8, call them average. Average sales. S, we call them high sales. Now let's filter from here. Let's filter only 7, only 6. Let's see. Now you can see these are the only sales we have. And when you look at, I will take it to our Excel, you will see more. Okay, let's also filter load more. Let's also filter those that falls category of 9, 8, and category of 9, because 9 is our top customers, high sales. Yes, these are high sales. Customers that give us high sales, those are our customers. Okay. Also, we'll do for R, and F. Now, this is R status. If R is less than or equals to 6, we call R to be okay, R recent. We call R to be low customers. We call R to be low customers. If R is less than or equals to 8, we call them fair customers. Or we call them middle customers. Middle customer. Yes, we call them top customers. For the top customer. Please also take notice of your data type. I shouldn't be talking this one here. There is a video down below that talk about Power Query. If you want to watch for that, let it not look strange for you. F written. If F is less than or equals to 6, because the rating is 0 to 6, 6 to this, we call them, okay, let's use another name, poor. If R, F is equals or less than 8, we call them fair again. Let's still go with fair, or we call them rich customers. And the rich customers. Now you can see we have used two things. We have used pivot table, we have used Power Query to analyze our data so that we'll get more insight of our data. Now our data is clean. Our data is super wonderful already. This is currency. Change it to currency. Load it back to Excel. With this, we have successfully analyzed our customers based on the 3 key metrics, which is recent, frequency, and monitoring. Now we know our customers that are recent, customers that come to our business recently. Now we know our customers that come to our business frequently, and we also know customers that come to our business monitoring. This is dates. Same date, dates. Yeah, the dates is taking more. Okay, also, okay. Let's go back to Power Query and do the correction. Let's edit. You can go to Power Query many ways. Yes, where is the date? Guess what? If we do it, it's going to affect this. Therefore, let's still leave it as it is. Let's leave it as it is, because we already know what we are looking for. We've gotten it. Okay. Thank you very much for the time. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and like to help us. If you love the content, Please help us subscribe and like, help us do more. Thank you very much.